At night, Timmy dreamt about the blue goblin. The goblin had red eyes and sharp, crooked horns. Timmy tried to get away from him, but the goblin followed him everywhere. In his dream, Timmy ran from his home to the seashore in the bright sunlight, but the goblin chased him, casting his shadow upon him. There were many people at the beach, but the goblin's shadow was cast only on Timmy. Timmy cried out to the people for help, but for some reason, they did not hear him. Timmy shrieked. Suddenly he was back in his room. His father was sitting by his side, comforting him.
Daddy, why is the goblin following me every night? I don't want him in my dreams. But he scares me, Dad.
Don't worry, Tim. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna help you. Tomorrow, we'll figure out how to capture the blue goblin.
Tim, goblins aren't real, said Dad to Timmy as they drove to kindergarten the next morning.
But Dad, in my dreams, the goblin is very real. Don't you see him?
Well, I can't dream your dreams, Timmy. Everyone has their own dreams.
That night, Dad built a small tent. The tent was made of sheets with a broomstick in the center. Dad attached a string to the broomstick and gave the other end to Timmy.
Okay, listen, Timmy. When the goblin appears in your dream, pull on the string and the broomstick will fall. The tent will collapse, trapping the goblin underneath it. Then, call me and we'll make him leave once and for all.
Dad put signs on the tent, directing the goblin to Timmy, and of course, to the trap.
Take this flashlight, Tim. It will help you see the goblin.
In the middle of the night, on his way to Timmy's dream, the blue goblin entered the trap. Timmy heard the goblin getting closer and pulled on the string with all his might. Suddenly, there was a loud noise. The broomstick fell. The sheets came down, wrapping themselves around something. Timmy switched on the flashlight and looked in fright at the white sheets. He was afraid and wanted to call out to his dad, but then Timmy noticed that whatever was underneath the sheets was very, very small, much smaller than he was.
Please don't shine your light on me. I hate bright light.
I'm gonna get my father right away.
But your father won't be able to see me. I can only be seen by you. Please, stop shining your light on me. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Please don't shine your light on me, pleaded the goblin. I hate bright light. But Timmy was still afraid, so he did not turn off the flashlight. The goblin sat very still. Up close, he looked really pitiful.
Please don't click on me.
Timmy moved the flashlight away. The goblin relaxed and said to himself quietly, "How embarrassing to get caught like this." He looked upset and a little frightened too. How embarrassing.
If I'm the only one who can see you, what would happen if I didn't dream about you?
Then I wouldn't be here at all. I'm here only when you dream about me, and only as long as the dream lasts.
So why don't you go to other people's dreams?
I can't go to other people's dreams. I can only go to your dreams. I'm your goblin. You know what? At home, they even call me Tims, after you.
Is that why you've been following me around in my dreams?
Yeah, I was afraid you'd forget about me.
Timmy thought for a while without saying anything. He knew that everyone in the house was sleeping, but he was not afraid.
If you want me to dream about you, then you have to stand far away and not cover me with your shadow.
Where exactly should I stand?
Well, stand off to the side, because when I see all of your body with your bent horns and red eyes, it frightens me. If I see only a part of you, I'll let you stay, and maybe I'll get used to you.
Then you won't wake up screaming every time, and you'll let me stay longer?
Only if you do as I say.
Then could you dream of some interesting places? How about the zoo? You never took me to the zoo in your dreams. And what about the fire station? Or the supermarket?
Timmy helped untangle the goblin. Tim stood up straight and did some leaps and fancy moves to show how strong he was. He also wanted Timmy to see that being caught in the dream trap had not bothered him at all. The goblin jumped into the air and vanished. Timmy switched off the flashlight and lay down on his bed. Many thoughts filled his mind. Soon he drifted off to sleep. The next morning, Dad came into the room to wake Timmy. "Tim, look what happened to the trap," he said. Timmy told his dad what had happened during the night. His dad checked the sheets of the tent and found a few dark blue spots.
Oh, is this from the goblin, Timmy?
Yes, his color came off easily.
"Thank you for building the dream trap," said Timmy. They both laughed. Then they put their heads together and said,
Together, forever, forever together.
Keep up!